Caesura, Anaphora, and Refrain in poetry. To understand Caesura, Anaphora, and Refrain in poetry, let us consider The Pasture, a poem by Robert Frost. I'm going out to clean the pasture spring. I'll only stop to rake the leaves away and wait to watch the water clear I may. I shan't be gone long, you come too. I'm going out to fetch the little calf that's standing by the mother. It's so young, it totters when she licks it with her tongue. I shan't be gone long, you come too. Caesura is an abrupt break or pause in the middle of a sentence or line in a poem. It may be at the beginning of a line, in the middle of a line, or at the end of a line. In the case of The Pasture by Robert Frost, instances of caesura can be cited in both stanzas at the end, in the line, I shan't be gone long, you come too. Caesura is indicated using a comma or dash. For example, I shan't be gone long, dash, you come too. Anaphora. This is the repetition of a phrase at the beginning of phrases or sentences, or at the beginning of an entire verse. A good example of anaphora is in the famous speech by Martin Luther King where he says, I have a dream, I have a dream. In Robert Frost's The Pasture, an instance of anaphora is I'm going out to, which is repeated twice, once in either stanza. What is the difference between anaphora and repetition in poetry? In repetition, words are repeated in succession, over and over and over again. For example, I'll get it done, I'll get it done, I'll get it done, he says. This is from a poem called Ouma, whose author is unknown. And Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb, from the nursery rhyme, Mary had a little lamb. In anaphora, the repeated clause is at the beginning of many other clauses or lines or sentences. For example, I have a dream in Martin Luther's speech. Men would cross her path again and again in The Flower of Her Village by Ifua Sutherland. And I'm going out to in Robert Frost's poem The Pasture, where it's repeated at the beginning of successive stanzas. Refrain means the repetition of a section of a poem. Refrain is very common in sung poetry and in music. In Robert Frost's The Pasture, the refrain is in the line, I shan't be gone long, you come too. Refrain occurs at the end of a stanza. A common refrain in sung poetry and songs is the word hallelujah. For example, in the poem, Let Our Redeemer's Name Be Sung, which is a sung poem, the refrain is at the end of every verse. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.